Good morning, friends. I wanted to share with you really quickly some tips on how we get through Eden's oral challenges for her food allergies. If you are not familiar with our family, hello, I'm going to do a brief introduction. I have three kiddos. My youngest name is Eden. She's 6 years old. And when she was a newborn, we discovered through various ways that she had a super long list of food allergies. It's a very long story, so I'm not going to go into all of that right now. However, every year after she repeats skin testing and blood work, we potentially move on to some oral challenges for some different food testing to see if she can tolerate anything in her diet. Typically, we go once or a few times a year to Hershey Medical Center, where she goes into this doctor's office and we do oral food challenges. So, if you're not familiar with oral food challenges, they are a little bit intense. The child starts out slowly being introduced to a certain type of food. And then, if they're able to tolerate it, they move up to a larger dose about 30 minutes later. And then they do it again. And they just repeat this a few different times until the very last amount is a very large amount. And we have found that these can be challenging because, first of all, the child has never eaten this specific food before if they've been allergic to it, or they've never consumed it to an amount that they are eating that day. Sometimes it's different texture and different things like that. So the child's not used to eating it, it's tasting different. There could be some just unknowns in the mix as far as attitudes and stubbornness and things like that. So I wanted to share with you my really quick tips of how we manage to get through these appointments. So depending upon what Eden is being tested for will determine how many prizes I line up for her. Now, two of our appointments that we had over the summertime, she did two different types of nuts at two different appointments. So for one appointment, she was doing, I think it was cashews and pistachios. And so we were there for a long time. We were there for a few hours. And I found that this little trick helped us get through it smoothly and helped her accomplish what she needed to accomplish so we could get out of there. So I'm in my closet now. I'm wrapping her prizes, and I wanted to share with you really quickly how we managed to do these. I start off by buying just a few simple little prizes. They can be anything from dolls to slime to putty, coloring books, puzzles, bracelet kits, whatever you find your child enjoys and will love opening up as a prize is a good option. And these can be from the Dollar Tree. You can get them from Walmart, Target. I usually do a mix of different stores. So I have done different things throughout the years of doing this, but I'm going to show you really quickly what I have for today. And I'm going to wrap them up and I'm going to walk you through how I allow her to open these once we arrive at her appointment. For today, I have this game here, and I chose this one because my other two kids will be with us today, and I thought this would be a fun thing that they could open up and use all together to kind of not waste time, but help the time go a little faster. And then I have this. Eden loves Barbies and coloring, so perfect combo. I also have this one, same, she loves Bluey and something to do while we wait. And then also this is from Target. It's gluten-free, so there's no wheat in it, so she doesn't get itchy. And this is something that she can use there in the office, but also bring back home, and also something that her brother and sister can play with her while we're there. So we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I forgot this one. This is a really fun little thing. We don't have any of these, but also something that she can play with while we're there and bring home, fidget with. And yeah, so again, kind of simple, a little more expensive, but all things that she will be excited to open up once we get to that point. So after she accomplishes her first round of trying the food that she is being tested for, today specifically we are going for hazelnuts. So we will start off in the room and they'll do a few preliminary things, and then they will come in with a small amount of hazelnuts chopped up. Usually it's mixed with Hershey chocolate syrup, or sometimes it's not mixed. It just depends on how the child prefers to eat it. And then after she eats that amount, she's able to swallow it, she's able to keep it down, then we set the timer for 30 minutes, and they will come back in after 30 minutes and they will check her to make sure she doesn't have any hives or any type of reaction. And then we'll move on from there. So then we'll start like step number 2. So after step number 1, after she's eaten it, she swallowed it, she's good to go, I will give her prize number 1 and let her open up prize number 1. And then we repeat that. They'll come back again and they'll bring her a little bit more of the hazelnut. That'll be step number 2. Once she chews it, once she swallows it, once she's got it all down, the nurse will leave and I will let her open up prize number 2. And then we just continue that. They'll come in a third time with a little bit more. And then I believe there's only a fourth time. I believe there's only 4 times. The fourth time they come in, it is a large amount of whatever it is we're testing for. So it takes a little longer for her to eat it. It's a little bit of a process for her getting it down and things like that. But once she's able to get that down, then I will let her open up the final prize. And then we do have to wait there for 1 hour after the final step. And that's just to make sure that her body is tolerating the food, that she's not reacting at all. But at that point, we have all of these opened up, and her brother and sister will be there today to keep her occupied as well. So then we'll just kind of spend time rotating through these things and doing the activities while we're there. And yeah, so that's my tips. Collect 4 or 5 prizes, have them on hand, wrap them up because it's something really fun for them to be able to open up and be surprised after they accomplish what it is you're asking them to accomplish. Some of our appointments have been harder than others. Like I said, 1 or 2 of them, she's actually been tested for multiple tree nuts, and so it was a lot for her. But this really, really helped her to be able to accomplish it. And it was something that she could look forward to for after she accomplished the steps. And so I hope that tip helps you if you're going through a similar situation and you need a little bit of advice on how to kind of get your kid a little motivated. But yeah, I will talk to you very, very soon. If you have any questions, let me know down below. Thanks. Bye.